I gotta get my sponsor list.
Check.
You want to go ahead and say something?
Oh, this microphone doesn't. Check. Can you hear anything?
Yeah, I can hear, but it's very quiet.
Check.
I always have to just push that one all the way up, basically.
On 3?
Check. There we go.
Okay. Tippy, can you say something yours?
Hey.
All right, cool. I think we're good there.
Are you getting video? Yeah. Okay, cool.
She's getting video of just her.
Okay, well.
I just don't want. Oh yeah. I know. I just didn't want later for her to be like, "Why is there only video of you two?" You know what I mean? I just wanted that to be clear.
Well, do you want to set your phone up and point it at us? And then we'll have 2 shots?
No.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I can. So what are we gonna do with it?
What is she going to do with that? We're going to clip them together. We're going to make reels.
Oh, okay.
Make little reels and shit, bro.
Fucking memories.
I don't do that. I don't do that shit. So it being on my phone is going to be pointless. But I'll do it.
Well, my
for
phone
this.
doesn't have space, so do it anyway.
You were getting fucking blizzard or whatever.
Yeah, I figured that'd be a good idea.
It should be. See, there we go.
My
There we
headphones
go.
won't reach any
It's
further.
like
Can
a
you hear me?
time bomb here.
Alan, can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Started sweating. Sweating and
This is
blowing.
episode 7 now.
Yeah.
This is 7.
That's accurate.
This is accurate. 7. Welcome into the 7th episode of Live Sessions at the Underground. We have a absolute full house here today. We got the Tippy Jo Show. We got 2 pieces from the Bigfoot band, St. Louis, here for us. They're going to play at the end of this. We got a whole lot to talk about, what they got going on. Look, the show we were here at for last night, the little white show, we'll get into that. Alan, I think you got some stuff that's coming up. But before we get underway, I just want to say thank you to our sponsors. We literally could not do it without y'all. You guys are the best. So that's Park Hills Underground, Park Hills Underground Radio, KL Media and Entertainment, Smoke Till Valhalla, Craig Wood Shelter Insurance, and Artist United Network. Thank you all. So we got everybody in here. Let's just start with you, man. Who are you and
I'm Brett.
why are you here?
I'm Brett, and I'm here because apparently I hang out with these assholes.
Because
I'm the camera guy. I'm the camera guy. Yeah. So.
You're the camera
I'm
guy.
the camera guy. Yeah.
Awesome. So you're the one that makes all the video stuff happen for him.
I mean, more or less. I mean, he edits the episodes, like the main episodes, the interviews, but I do the stairwell sessions. So yeah.
Okay, so you're doing the stairwell session.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Exactly. That's right. Like Post Malone said, he had some help. Who are you?
I'm Joe. I'm Tippy's co-host.
Hi, Joe.
I just ramble.
That's my job.
I'm Kyle. I'm also a co-host, and I do the editing and stuff like that.
And I'm Tippy. Yeah. 1/3 of the Tippy Jo Show. Well, 1/4 of the Tippy Jo Show.
Yeah, give the camera guy.
He's hidden in the background sometimes, you know.
She just says teamwork makes the dream work. And then completely
And then I'm like, yeah, yes, fuck that guy.
He's not important. We just make him feel that way. And who are you, man?
What's up? I'm the lead vocalist of Bigfoot. Super handsome and charming.
Super handsome and charming is right.
In the band, they call me Cases. I guess what it is. I don't know. And then over here to my right is our guitarist, The Animal, and all of his mystique.
Yes, sir.
That's right. After all this, we're going to do a couple tunes for you guys.
Awesome. I'm glad to have you. Alan?
I'm
Who are you?
Alan.
Yeah, who the hell are you, Alan?
I'm just here.
You're just here. Well, thanks for being here every time we do this. I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
We all seem a little slow. Give us a little bit of time.
Yeah.
You know, last night was a long night.
It was.
It was a long night, long day.
Yeah, but a good ass day.
It was awesome. It really was. We had the Canna Garden, TNC, apparels, and more. I think I got that right.
TNC treats.
Treats, there
Yeah, I
you
got the
go.
residuals of that. I knew since I wasn't here till last night. I got the peak last night. See you later, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, we had all the vendors that were here were great. Good quality stuff, whether it was the art, the devices, or the product itself. But yeah, it was cool to be here. But yeah, being here from 12:30 to I think 12:30 last night. It was a day.
It was
definitely a day. So what do you guys think? Like, Lil White was here last night. What do you guys? How do you feel about it?
Incredible.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was a hell of a time.
I wasn't there.
I wasn't there.
Like I said, I got the residuals of them from last night after band practice.
Yeah. Okay. My favorite and terrifying part of the night was walking out of the back room and seeing 2 officers standing next to KP.
Oh, yeah.
I just did not expect to have that on the
Yeah.
bingo card last night. And it stopped dead tracks, like right in the middle of my step. Just stopped. And they're staring at me. I'm like, they know. They know. I just turned around. I was like, KP. He goes, oh, we good. I was,
Instilled fear.
I'm leaving. I'm going somewhere else. Anywhere just not within 15 feet of these guys
I
right
stood
now.
right in front of them and danced my booty off. So
Yeah, you
I
did.
knew whenever they walked in, they were there. They weren't there for anything but to hop in and see Little White.
I mean, that was really cool, actually, to see that.
Yeah.
Came to see Little White.
Yeah. Yeah, when we went outside at the end of the night, the 2 officers were standing by their cruisers, and Lil White's walking up, and they go towards the officers, and that one, he was like, hey, man, I just want you to know that I love your music. I've been a fan for so long. He gave him a big hug. He was like, can I get a selfie with you? And it was great.
Cops are people too, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely. Now that picture is going to be everywhere.
Oh, yes, it
I've seen
is.
it posted at least 6 to 7 times in the last couple hours
Yep.
alone. Oh, man. Like, it was kind of cool for me because, you know, when we were younger, maybe the song Oxycontin had a different meaning. But to me, like now, with everything that's been going, you've experienced through your life, right? And all the changes and the people you've lost along the way from whatever reason. But that was a big part of it, looking back for me. Because, you know, I've struggled with stuff. I know everybody struggles with their own thing, but it's cool to see not only him get out of it and be sober for so long, but to be able to do what he's doing and passing the good word about mental health. Like, he got right up on stage last night and did that, and I was like, everybody in here needed to hear that.
Yeah,
for
they
sure.
might be singing this song, but let's get it clear.
Yeah.
We should all be living healthy and sober and not doing this shit.
Right.
that I said
Right.
about
Enjoy the
years
music,
ago.
don't live it.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Make better decisions.
Yes.
And you know, he's like, and then named off people that he lost and loved because of
Yeah.
all this stuff. And man, and that shit, that got everywhere.
It's
Like,
impactful, though. It is. It really is.
And so I just thought that was all just really cool. The whole moment was surreal to be even on the same stage as that guy. So it was really cool. He came in early and just kind of hung out with everybody, took pictures before like anybody even got here and knew he was coming. And it was just, man, just a whole surreal experience at once. Alan, what'd you think, man?
Well, to be totally honest with you, I actually left before Lil White got on stage. But what I did see of the show was really good. So, yeah, I'm really happy with how things turned out.
How would
That's
you know?
awesome.
You weren't there. I'm just kidding.
He came and hung out. He came and hung out.
I love the music, but my favorite thing was when we walked in and seeing them setting up that 360 camera.
Oh, my gosh, that thing was the
Jumped on it so
coolest.
quick.
Yeah, no, that was cool. I was like, I'm going to do that, and then went somewhere else and completely forgot about it. And then I had to actually do stuff. But it was really cool to see. Like Blaze was in there. By the way, happy birthday,
Yes.
Blaze.
Yes.
But
See,
yeah,
that,
seeing that one, that was
That
cool.
company's called the Roto Photo 360 Photography. You can find them on our page, The Tippy Jo Show. We actually posted some reels of the experience that we had in the photo booth.
I couldn't believe I'd never heard of them before. And
Is
I was
it-
like,
Yeah, they're a little newer. They actually
established
just...
since January.
mhm.
And I'm like, we got to get the word out about you.
Heck
Yeah,
yeah.
oh, yeah, for sure.
When I saw that, I was like, I'm gonna buy one of those cameras.
Oh my gosh, so
I'm gonna get that
cool.
whole rig.
Yeah, that thing was so neat.
The whole
Like, think
thing
of all
was
the cool
really
shit we could do with that. I'm just saying. Like,
Right. Yeah. Let's get some VR headsets and we'll just go have a good time. So you guys are clearly podcasters as well, like, and you've been doing it longer than we have. Clearly, what like got you into doing a podcast in the first place?
Well, Tiffany got me into doing a podcast because Chad reached out to her from the Barn Network and had been bugging you for a little bit. Like,
He'd been harassing me for a hot minute. Like, you should do a podcast. You'd be great. You should do a podcast. And I was like, bitch, I ain't got time for a podcast. What do you think? And then one day I got bored, and I was like, hey, Chad.
I got time for a podcast.
I might have time for a podcast, actually.
So was that the same show you guys are doing now?
Yeah, absolutely. So it started, once I decided I wanted to do a podcast, I called Joe first thing, and I was like, hey, listen, I've got an idea. I want to do a podcast, and I want you to be my co-host. Are you down for that? And she's like, fuck, yes. So
No
we got
idea what
together.
the fuck we were gonna
Yeah,
do.
exactly.
Yeah, of
And in the
course.
beginning, we were audio only, and Kyle would come out to the barn while Joe and I were out there doing our thing. And for 2 episodes, he was our Google guy, and he sat on the couch. And when we'd just fucking ramble nonsense, he'd be like, "Actually, that's not a fact," and we'd be like, "Shut up!" But eventually, he talked so much, he made his way on to the show. Episode 3 featured Kyle, and then it just stuck. And then from there on out, we were the Tippy Jo Show plus Kyle. And then eventually we became the Tippy Jo Show plus Kyle, and then there's Brett.
Now I'm the Google guy, man.
Now he's the Google guy.
Turned into one hell of a title for the show. Tippy Jo plus Kyle, and now.
Yeah. So when you hear that disembodied voice coming from seemingly nowhere when you're watching an episode, just know that that's Brett's voice back
Put
there.
like a GoPro on the side of my tripod. just-
Yes, that's a great idea. We'll cut you in.
I'll be like,
I think you're onto something.
The dude on Letterman, Schaefer.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Paul Schaefer. I'll be that guy. I'll shave my head and everything.
That's too funny. I love it.
Like the entry level.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, we've been at it for about a year now, though, and it has been just a fantastic time. I mean, we've gotten to do a lot of cool shit. We got to meet these guys. I mean, how awesome is that? We've had them play in our stairwell, and that's a whole experience.
That was a lot of fun.
Oh, that was so much fun.
Are you guys still doing that?
Hell yeah, we are. Yes.
I'm a little disappointed. You don't follow the page.
Oh, called
I'm just
out.
I'm not on social
Busted.
media.
Busted.
I kind of just get on there to watch our stuff.
He's like, am I tagged?
He's like, look, I'm honest. If you're not tagging me, I'm watching my stuff.
I'll just tell you how it is. It's not that. I still check out you guys' stuff. I watched actually quite a few of your videos when we heard that we were coming on to your podcast to do the first one with you guys, which was a lot of fun, by the way. But yeah, we went on there, had a lot of fun with it, and then I watched a few more of you guys' videos and stuff. And
Nice,
it was pretty cool.
thanks.
Yeah, it was pretty neat. You guys got a good thing going. I think it's pretty neat.
Thanks. We
Yeah,
appreciate that.
I would definitely say you guys do too,
Yeah.
for sure.
Thank you.
So, I mean, like, what is the content of your show? If somebody's never heard of you before till today, and they're like, oh, well, I heard of them today. Let's go listen to their stuff on Spotify. Like, what are they going to be going to hear?
Well, the real question is, what do they like? Because the answer is, we got it for you. We're variety, baby. We do a little bit of everything.
You have like a favorite or a most unique interview that you've ever had, or guest-wise?
What's yours?
I wouldn't really want to say. I don't think I have.
Ooh,
Each
play-
guest brings something different.
Okay,
Very
let's
true.
remove the word
Very
best.
It was
true.
me. It was me.
Like, what stands out? Which one do you just remember the most, or do you enjoyed the most?
I really thought Bigfoot was the best.
Yeah, Bigfoot.
Thank you.
It was the funnest, if I'm quite honest.
Oh, absolutely. Honestly,
And
yes.
honest
Oh, I
presence,
suck
so
at you guys.
no.
You're just trying to like me blush.
Casey Reeves was fun.
Yeah,
Casey
Casey
Reeves
was a
was
lot of
really
fun.
It's a lot of fun.
And
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah, he's a musician.
Reeves Rovers, he's also Casey Reeves solo. He goes out. He plays with Josh Hinkenbein, and they're part of Reeves Rovers. There's a third member, I believe, but his name escapes me
Oak.
at this point. Oak, yes, Oak. And then, yeah. Yep, that's what he do.
But it was just like a real chill, sit down, bullshit session. Hit a little bit of his music and then just talk life and events and like what
Yeah.
our biggest fears were.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that one got wild. I feel like some of our, like my favorite interviews, so we get to do some sit-in interviews with the barn. And like I got to interview Jeff Foxworthy. Tiffany got to interview Joe Exotic, which was
Joe got to
freaking
interview
awesome.
Coheed and Cambria.
Yeah.
Travis Stevers.
Yes.
Yeah, so we've got to do
Jason.
some really, really cool interviews.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we've done some cool stuff, that is for certain.
So is old boy still in jail? Or-
He is, yeah.
Yeah.
The interview was from prison.
Yeah, we did a Zoom call from prison, and
Dude.
honestly, he wasn't as insane as I thought he was gonna be. I was really expecting some just wild ass off the wall
You
shit.
know, he said some really real stuff.
He made
Yeah,
so much
he's not
sense.
crazy. That dude was set up like he should not be in prison. Like legit. Like
Maybe he's just really good at making you believe that.
I don't think so, man. Like I don't think
Breaking
so.
stuff.
The things he was saying, like there's some truth to it. I think. So I expected it to be like batshit crazy,
And it just wasn't the
and
case.
it wasn't.
Yeah.
That's
no.
crazy.
He was a real regular type of guy.
Yeah.
Real regular.
He was a regular, not to be confused with a regular Mike, but he was a regular Joe.
Slight differences. So, what's your next podcast date?
We record every single Wednesday. We release every single Friday.
Very consistent.
Yeah. So we just released. What was our last episode? Oh, it was Josh Hinkabine.
Yeah, from
so we just
Josh
released
Hinkabine,
Josh
Broken
Hinkabine and then Josh Hinkabine's stairwell session as well. So, and then we've got who do we got on the calendar for this week?
Oh my gosh, you're gonna make me do my job.
Yeah,
No.
sorry.
Yeah.
Well,
Once we have
in the meantime, Chad says #Free Joe Exotic.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
yes,
yeah.
yes.
I can get behind it. All right.
He's
I
running for
support it.
president. Write him in.
We've got Without Banners coming up on Wednesday. We'll be interviewing them. They're a band, and they'll be doing a stairwell session as well.
Awesome.
Yeah, so definitely check that out.
Sweet.
I feel like the stairwell sessions are cool because it's a concert in the stairwell, and it's just a Wednesday. Like it's odd that this is just happening on a
Yeah.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So
It's
it's
neat
just
though, man.
it is. It's a cool.
I mean, it's something you don't see all the time. You know, you get on there and all you see is drama on everything now. But you get on there and see a stairwell session in local town around here, and like we're hitting away, but look, we're here. You know,
Yeah.
Tippy Joe's a good reason for getting that stuff pushed out. You know.
Thank you. Yeah, it's a blast, man. It's just cool getting to be part of the community and
Yeah.
part of
Yeah.
that's what I love about it is I feel like everybody's like propping everybody up, everybody's
Yeah.
supporting everybody, and everybody's like, hey, let's build this together.
Hey, that's the way to get there, man. That's the way to do it.
You know what I love most about it is we've interviewed a lot of local musicians, and we've interviewed a lot of local musicians who were, just getting started. Like they're, wasn't really doing much yet. They were like, hey, we're new on the scene. But now they've done some shit. And I love to be able to go back and watch their growth and just see their journey and see where they are now. And like, are they famous? No, but they've done some shit, and that's fucking awesome for them, and that's what I want to see. So
It's
that's like
more
my
than
favorite
most
part.
people ever even try.
Yeah,
to
you know
get
what?
to.
They're making the effort, and that's what counts. And they're
Yes.
getting places because they're putting in the work, and that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, and that's what I love about this place where we're sitting right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's been a lot of young talent, even recently, especially recently, that have come across the stage, and you're just like, that's cool. I mean, I remember when,
Yes.
there was like 2 bands in high school, and that was it. And now it's just bigger and bigger because they have a place to be there to do it, because it's not a bar.
Yeah.
So it's a lot easier for them to get started and start building young and quick when they need to.
You're just given the opportunity, period.
Yeah.
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 Bigfoot was one of the first bands to play here. You know, I mean, when it was still
Yes.
being built up and stuff. Like the stage had just got finished, and we come down and did a little test on the system, and it all sounded great.
That's awesome.
So you've pretty much been here from the inception of the underground.
Yeah, our bass player, Dirtbag, he actually helped do some of the work around here and stuff. I wouldn't say a ton of it, but he did something.
He put on a tutu, stood around, looked pretty.
I'm sure he worked his butt off. I mean, he's got all kinds of crazy things to say, but he does his part for the band, and he'll help anybody. So
He's a great dude, honestly.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
He is.
He said he did some jackhammering down here.
The jackhammer is code for
He may not be here in person today, but he's definitely here in spirit because Joe and I brought our tutus to
Yeah,
support.
there you go.
Yes.
Tutus are here, bud.
That's right.
The skirt
We're thinking
actually
of ya.
hides the things you don't want to see on.
That's too funny. He wear them tight pants.
Yeah, he did. He wore pants one time, and I swear he had. There was no more room. You couldn't put a quarter in there.
funny.
I mean, it was so tight. If you put a quarter in there, you'd see the date on it. You know?
Were you guys like, you're getting a little too slutty? Maybe you should cover up there.
It was like these leopard pants, and he just wore them. They were
that's
so
hilarious.
tight, you could just see his bulge just sticking out. It was just like, dude, you have a camel toe? What's happening, bro?
I think they call that a moose knuckle at that point.
I think it's just all nuts and no dick. It's just like a sack of potatoes, just in a really tight pair of Jaguar pants, whatever the hell they were.
1975.
That's a good year. Yep.
Oh man, gosh, I am just I'm still getting with it today.
Are you?
Still getting with it today.
I think that's the common theme for everybody that was hanging out with us yesterday.
Yeah.
Everybody's kind of slowly coming back to life.
Yeah, and then I went and I was like, I'm going to eat a triple cheeseburger from Lady Queen because I need to.
There you go.
And I did. And then I said I need some ice cream. So not only am I still just dragging from yesterday, I am now over full. And that is a challenge.
That's Nap
today.
City right there, huh? Yeah.
I hear if you lay on your left side, it's easier to fart.
Okay.
So you got that going on.
I will try that out
Yeah, man.
in a couple hours probably.
Yeah, I got you.
Just to make sure, I'm going to test the science there.
Yeah,
Just
man.
to make
And
sure
when you
it's
see
a
me
real
next time,
fart.
You're like, this guy was fucking right. It did work.
We got up this morning, went down to the Smoke to Valhalla
Yeah.
1 year anniversary party, so that was a good time.
That was a lot
I
of
did
fun.
not get up.
Oh yeah.
Me neither, buddy.
I did not. I was on my way to Lady Queen. I was like, that's KP. I'm supposed to be there. I'm getting food. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I just wasn't happening today.
Yeah,
So,
I
like,
understand
what
your
all was
advice.
going on over there?
So they had BTH Blaze, they had Breezy Point, Casey's Cooking was there. They had a whole bunch of vendors set up. It was a good time.
Nice. Yeah. Joe was saying something about Atlas on Fire.
Atlas
Yeah,
on
Red
Fire.
Sermon.
Time was over there.
Red Sun Sermon.
Yeah,
That's
Red
right.
Sun Sermon.
I got their badge on my.
Heck yeah.
I say they had quite the
Yeah, right there.
lineup there.
Oh yeah,
There
yeah.
you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a good crowd over there whenever we were there.
Yeah, when they put something together over at Smoke Hill Valhalla, they don't half-ass it. They do
Oh,
they
yeah.
do it right.
And Bismarck definitely shows up for him. And I like
Yes, they did. Yeah, it was nice to see that many people out there.
Yeah.
Like, it might have been actually the whole town.
yeah.
18 people.
Yeah. I was gonna say all 25 of them.
There's about 12 of them in high school / elementary.
Yeah. They were there for sure. I saw them.
Speaking of Red Sun Sermon, let's break some news here real quick.
Ooh.
Oh, boy.
Show announcement: Friday, July 19th, Cottonmouth Kings, with special guests Red Sun Sermon, Chorf, and Mongoose.
Dang. Right here at
That's a
Park Hills
big
Underground,
show
huh?
announcement.
Right here at Park Hills Underground.
Cottonmouth
Lovely.
Kings, huh?
Yeah,
That's nice.
That's going to be
That's gonna be
insane.
awesome.
it's gonna be
That's
awesome.
going to be a good one.
You said
Yeah.
that's July 19th?
Yep,
Nice.
July 19th.
That's my sister's birthday.
And is that the official first announcement?
that is the official first
We're,
announcement.
we're finally special, guys.
Nice.
Not like the state of Illinois would say, because I lived there long enough. They've got the different kind of standard, but
What?
I'm having trouble today. We're gonna be all right. Cottonmouth Kings, July 19th, right?
Yeah.
I got that part down. So, what do you guys have coming up on your next episode? If you wanna.
Without Banners is going to be with us, and that's going to be released on this Friday. Well, not this Friday. Well, yeah,
Yeah,
I guess,
this
because
Friday.
what the
This
hell is
Friday.
today?
Yeah,
Saturday,
this
yeah.
Friday.
So this upcoming Friday.
Which is a day
I know,
after
right?
Friday.
Oh man, what is happening? But yeah, they'll be on, and they'll also have their stairwell sessions, so keep an eye out for both of those. You can follow the Tippy Jo Show Facebook page. You can follow us on YouTube under the Barn Media Group. We've got our playlist, the Tippy Jo Show, and then also we have our own YouTube channel as well, where you can see behind-the-scenes content
And that's where we post
all
our
our
stairwell
stairwell
sessions,
sessions.
yeah.
So
You
you
can
want to
literally
check
find
that out and
those
support little
Yeah, everywhere.
local. Look at you. You're rubbing off on me with your stumbling over word shit, man. Cut it out.
I told you while we were standing out there, it was gonna happen.
If you want to
called it.
support local music, that's what I'm trying to say. Go follow the Tippy Jo Show YouTube page.
That's right.
But hey, we don't just do music. We do other stuff.
We don't.
too.
We do a lot of
We
stuff.
do local business owners. We talk to the St. Francis County Rodeo Fair Board. So we
Yeah.
do a lot of cool
Really?
stuff. Yeah. We
That's-
do. We talked to some swingers. That was interesting.
Okay.
So we,
That was a Tippy Jo Show After Dark
Yeah.
episode.
Yeah.
That was a lot of
Did
fun.
you ask
Remember
about
that.
the pineapple thing? Is that a real thing?
That's
Oh, it's a real thing,
Yeah,
yes.
for
Mhm.
sure.
Upside down pineapple.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
And flamingos is the new thing now too, so
Flamingos,
y'all better
okay.
watch out with flocking them yards.
In the truck.
Whoo, you gonna make a statement.
I drive a truck. I used to drive over the road, and at the truck stops, some people would walk around with different colored handkerchiefs in their back pocket.
I've
That
heard
means
about
they
that.
were open to like certain type of
Oh.
sexual innuendos.
So then he just collected them all. He's like, all right, I gotta get all these fucking
Caught them like Pokemon. Gotta catch them all.
Peacock. I'm telling you what, I just flood my feathers. Bring it on. This hallway's ready to be tracked.
So yeah, we cover everything to wholesome to risque.
Wholesome to risque,
Yeah.
across the whole
For
gambit.
adults, it's a variety show, so nothing's off the table.
Got a little bit of everything for you.
Yeah, from what I've seen so far, you guys are from one side to the other. That episode with Blaze was awesome.
Yeah, that was a good one.
That was
That
good.
was so fun.
I was laughing like physically. I was driving and I'm like, I need to pull over because it was just that funny.
Getting all lightheaded and crap.
Yeah. Like this is not what I need to be driving and experiencing at the same time.
We did an episode with TNC Treats, and they brought in a bunch of stuff for us to try out.
my
And oh
gosh.
my gosh, we got so stoned. It was a.
I've
I
never
bet.
been more stoned in my entire life. In fact, that was the first time in my whole life that I got so stoned, I puked. And I was like, what? How does that even happen?
Did it feel like your head was spinning kind of puke?
I
or
was just like, man, I was fucking
just
gone.
ripped out of your
Yes, my
Right.
gosh.
Each one of these little cakes they brought us was like 400 milligrams.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And they were like-
Did you eat the whole thing?
We tried.
No.
We tried little bites of each one, but
Yeah.
it was hard to.
So
But there were a lot of treats, so a little bite of each one unmeasured. Who knows how much I consumed?
So you were
Who
just
knows?
you were attempting to microdose.
Yeah, I was
but-
sampling. But I was
Okay.
sampling, and sometimes things were a little too tasty, so I'd be like, just a little more. I gotta have the
About 80 more meals
flavor.
a
Yeah.
That's why I just feel like edibles are not for me.
Yeah,
They're just too
dangerous.
tasty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
think
if
we
you
decided that
say
also.
I will give you $100 to only eat half of the Reese's that I give you, I'm not going to win that. I'm just not going to. So if it tastes that good, I'm probably going to be crawling on the floor
Yeah.
trying to
Smash
figure out why I can hear the color orange.
So one of the things they gave us was a no bake Reese's.
Orange
Oh
was so
my, that one was
It was
the
incredible.
dangerous one, man. It was so good.
Yeah, I'm sitting behind the camera and Kyle's like, hey, you want a bite? Yeah, so I pop out and he's like, you want another one? You want another one?
There's a ghost in there.
That's what I
That's what I was thinking too. That's some spooky shit.
No, Amber actually is audibly laughing out there.
You want me to pull that
Shut
shut?
the door.
Oh yeah, if you want to. Yeah. Watch your headset.
Yeah. Don't want to do that.
I didn't even think about that. But yeah, she will absolutely just burst out laughing. She thinks it's funny. She's not holding back. That's what I love about her. That's all I love about her. She'll always laugh, which is good because funny is my thing. That's all I got going.
Yeah.
So what do you guys have coming? I know we're going to talk to you, the whole band next week or the
Yeah.
next show. What do you guys have coming up as far as shows here in this area or St. Louis or anything like that?
Yeah, we actually have a Busch Stadium coming up June 22nd.
Woo woo.
I
Still
know
got
it's
tickets
awesome.
for that?
No, we're
No?
sold out. We sold out within like 2 weeks.
Yes, that's
Crazy.
awesome.
I was circulating
It
them, but
may
then it
just
kind of
because
dropped
people
off.
want to
I'm
go
like,
see the game, but that's cool. Whatever. Hey, you bought tickets. We're gonna go to the show and we're gonna have a great time, man. And it's gonna be awesome. It's probably gonna be one of our biggest crowds we've ever played in front of. So
That's gonna
we're
be
super
incredible.
excited about that. The nerves are there now. I can even
Yeah.
feel like the butterflies in your gut when you think about it. And I'm like, but that just means I'm excited about it, and I don't want to fuck it up. I just want to do it right, which we will. We've come really far. We've had a lot of practice, and we have one set that we've been practicing over and over and over again to get it tight and right for the show, to make it good for everybody. Then we found this person that walks around in a Bigfoot suit and stuff like that. So we're trying to talk them into come up and run around the crowd and stuff while we're doing our set. and
Oh,
stuff.
that'll be
And,
so
harass
fun.
Is that the guy that was here the one
Crowd
night?
into it.
You guys had a show.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
I think it's a girl. Her name's Ashley.
Oh, I had
Yeah.
no idea.
I think that's who it is.
How would you, It's Bigfoot.
Fair.
Yeah.
Elusive.
Fair.
Elusive.
Very elusive. I couldn't track him down to ask.
That's right.
Every time I got close, my camera got all pixelated and I couldn't see anything.
Like you said, we're going to be back in here with the full band doing it in here, and then
You're playing somewhere tomorrow, aren't you? At
Yeah,
are you guys
we're
doing
doing the Bands Around Town second annual.
Oh, at Hub's Pub?
Yeah.
Hub's
Nice.
Pub. So we're the first ones to play. We'll be on at noon.
Whoop whoop.
So if y'all want to get down there, it's the time to be there. Because we're gonna do the same set. We're gonna do up at Busch Stadium stuff because we got it so tight and right now. We're ready to fucking rock it out.
Hey, and the way the Cardinals been playing right now, you guys might be the best part of the day.
I know. I've been listening to it, and I'm like, oh, come on, please, don't make these people give any reason for them not to show up. Just please do something. Hit more runs.
I mean,
Well, they've
attendance
started-
is definitely down
I was
this
just say
year.
they've started
but
calling people trying to.
Yeah.
yes, I got a phone call from the Cardinals office and like, hey, we saw that you bought tickets from us last year. Do you still know how and where to buy
Dang.
I said yes.
Desperate. They're hard up.
They're like,
huh?
okay, well, just wanted to make sure you know where you can go to order your tickets. And I'm like, okay, have a good day. And I posted it, and then like 5 other people was like, yeah, heck, I got that call this week, or I got the email last week.
You should have been like, call me when you're giving me free tickets.
Yeah,
That's when you
yeah,
call me.
Call me
Don't waste my
when
time
Mo
with
stops
this
telling
shit.
me to be patient. Okay? That was last year.
I think somebody commented on your post saying that they offered him like free beer to sell tickets or something.
Oh, that's funny.
Damn,
that's a lot.
yeah.
Free beer?
Yeah.
Here's a free $8 beer because they are expensive up there, man.
They're so
Oh my
expensive.
God, dude.
You can't afford to get drunk there.
No, you can't.
No.
You can afford to get buzzed, but that's about it. But I
If
guess
you
in
do it
terms of
before you walk in, maybe.
Yeah.
yeah.
You got to pregame
Well,
that shit.
I mean, like, let's see. It was a couple of years. It was when the Cardinals and the Cubs first played each other in the playoffs. I was living in Chicago, and it was cheaper to drive down here and buy actual tickets in St. Louis than it was to get standing room only tickets in Chicago. So we drove down here. We ended up spending more on beer than we did in tickets, and the tickets were. They were expensive for Busch Stadium. I'll put it that way.
It's insanely
But yeah, no, I'm good. I'm glad I ain't drinking no more because that shit is getting out of hand at events like that.
yeah, it's too much, man. It just costs too much, and maybe that has a lot to do with it. Who knows?
But yeah, I think even with the way the season's been pretty meh, you're still gonna have a really good turnout because the one thing Cardinals fans do is we complain and then we take our ass out there.
We
and
still
enjoy the
show
game.
up. Yep.
Show support.
We love our team.
Yeah,
It's just,
we do.
and that hell, we got football playing this weekend too for playoffs finally.
Yeah. What, the Battlehawks?
Battlehawks.
Yeah.
Yep, and it's in St. Louis, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's
Right
pretty
on.
awesome.
Yeah.
Ever since LA left, I mean, we got something to back it up now.
Yeah, yeah.
That was a whole
And it's a really solid product too. I like watching it. It's AJ McCarron being an NFL quarterback really helps, but it's just really good to see a good team that can be supported in St. Louis after we got shafted like that.
For sure. Caw-caw.
Call law, baby. I'm really upset today because it was supposed to be a big race, and it was supposed to rain all day, so they canceled it because people were coming from states away.
Supposed to be the Queen's Royal, right?
Yeah, and I'm looking outside today, I'm like, this sucks. I was going to have all kinds of stuff for the show on Monday for the radio, but oh well, it is what it is. Anybody else got any big plans this weekend? There's already been a big weekend so far. I
It's been a
think.
huge
Just hanging out with my
weekend.
kid, trying to find a break in the storms, take her swimming. So, about it. Washington State Park don't even have their pool open this year. What the F?
What the F? I think I'm pretty much done after today. After this, I'm pretty much just coasting for the rest of the weekend. I think.
Yeah, until it's back to the grind.
Yep.
I mean, that's life.
Yes, it is.
It's just a grind. And not
You got
like
anything going on?
I don't think so. I'm trying to remember. I'm like, I have no fucking idea.
There's light bulbs on. They're just not over our heads right now.
Yeah, they're more centered in the. I mean, Kyle's pretty much no. Tippy's pretty close to one.
Well, actually,
I think if somebody's gonna have an idea right now, it's probably gonna be her.
well, we're hoping to be able to pop out to Hub's Pub tomorrow to hang out with everybody and see what's going on. But also, we have children and they're with my mom and they're kind of assholes. So we'll see what happens. Love my children, but also they're dicks. I mean, I'm a boy mom. Any other boy moms can definitely understand where I'm coming from.
Yeah. No. My son's mother would completely agree with you.
Oh, I'm sure she would.
Would completely agree with you. It's like I hear stuff that happens between the two of them, and I'm like, that would never happen. Like with me, just he wouldn't even try that or think about it. Like, and he can be a butthead sometimes.
Yeah,
I love him to death, and that's never ever going to change. But he is definitely my damn. Definitely.
No, it is. I was an asshole when I was a kid, and I had two older brothers who used to wrap me up in a sheet and slide me down the hallway and everything. Yeah.
I had an older brother like that too. I think that's why I am the way I am. Like, I can't even be mad at him for all the years of abuse that he put me through because I'm like, hey, it made me funny, I guess. Gave me personality, you know?
The middle child, my brother, I'm the youngest, but man, he'd wake me up for school, like he'd flip the freaking mattress, he'd pour water on my face, and you want to talk about being pissed off, man. Right when hormones are really starting to kick in and stuff, man, I was a little drama bitch. Jesus Christ, man, I just fell off. You're like, get off of me! In a more like, get off of me!
I'm the older brother, and even as an adult, like me and my brother worked together at one point in time, and even as an adult, like we would go into the bathroom, I would realize it was him in the stall. I'd wet a bunch of paper towels and just toss them over.
Oh my God. Forever a big brother, I'm telling you.
The one time we had to eat dinner, and whoever got their dinner done first, we got to go play the N64, and this was pretty much between me and my brother. The back door was open, and I took his pork chop, and I chucked it out the door as hard as I could, and it smacked the door frame and left gravy sitting there, you know?
Oh, no.
And then I tattled and told him that he threw it out the door, and then, like, he got in trouble, and he had to do the dishes, and I got to go play the 64. Man, it was awesome. Rock 2 Seeds of Evil was kicking ass at that time, man.
Pure evil you are. Oh, gosh.
It was, man.
My younger brother liked to unplug my controller.
Nice.
See, as a parent, you learn that trick when your children are little. You're like, all right, you're playing video games, just unplug the controller, give it to them, and they think they're playing video games.
Yes. It became easier when you had outdated technology from, like, you have a PS4, now you have a PS3 controller.
Mm-hmm.
Here you go, buddy.
Yes.
You got it. It's all you now.
Yeah.
Now, man, they learn fast.
Oh,
Yeah, they do.
Like
Yeah.
the quality that my son plays a couple of his games at is just ridiculous.
I know, my kid, the same way. Like, she plays these games, and I can't do a damn thing on it, but she's smoking everything. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah, I want to see one of them play Punch-Out and see how they do, okay?
Oh, man, that game used to give me so many
Beat
rage
Lion
quits, bro.
King and then come talk.
Yeah. Speed run on Lion King.
Oh, my God, Lion
That
King
is one of the. I'll never forget that game. I hate it. I still to this
It was the same
day.
thing as, like, Aladdin. It was
Yeah.
The same kind of.
Yeah, and then they put them in a double pack re-release. They knew what the fuck they were doing. Like, you're not going to beat either one of them. Pay us more money for your efforts.
Yeah.
What was that? There was a Ninja Turtle game on a regular Nintendo.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
first-
You always use Donatello or Leonardo because you could kill the guys from
Yeah. Exactly.
They would have that thing that would shoot straight up.
Yeah.
You'd be able to hit them underneath the
I never beat the dam.
Oh.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
Dude, that's why I had a Game Genie, man. Fuck that.
I mean, Double Dragon, too, man. I played
Double
all of those.
Dragon.
Yeah,
Oh,
Battletoads.
yeah.
Yeah, Battletoads was,
That was
sick.
Oh,
I loved
dude.
it.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah.
And then
I've been looking for
Gym.
Paperboy.
Yeah.
Earthworm
Oh,
Jim.
yeah. They have a newer one on 64, man.
Oh,
It sucked
yeah.
ass. I mean, I wouldn't say
Toe
newer,
Jam
it's
and Earl.
94.
Dude, I remember that in classic video all the time, man.
Yo.
Come on, Terry.
Man.
Yeah.
Classic video.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, hold
That's
on.
how
I
old I am.
need to brace myself. That is something I haven't heard in a long time.
Right?
I was living in an apartment up there behind what used to be the bowling alley. This was years ago. I was like 13,
Okay,
14.
yeah, kind of like if you're going out towards like the chat dump or cemetery that
Yeah.
way, kind of that way.
Yeah, we actually, when the chat dump was there, we would grab sheets of metal up there and run.
Those assholes that did that.
Yeah. We didn't know, but I was running behind that place, the bowling alley, and I slipped when it was raining trying to take a late fee back.
Yeah.
And I cut my leg down to the bone, and
Oh my
I stood in the
gosh.
the front lobby just bleeding, holding the money. He's like, dude, what happened to you? I was like, I fell, but here's my late fee. He goes, dude, we got to get you back to your house. Like, you got to go to the hospital.
$2.50 for a late.
It was probably more like 87 cents or some shit. But yeah, I was just standing there like, I got to do this, and then I can take care of it. It was weird, but that's the one story I'll always remember about classic video. It's weird.
Because it used to have a Radio Shack attached to it. Remember, it was kind of like split, and it was like the videos, and then it was like just like a rope.
Oh, yeah, and they also had that,
Oh,
that
yeah.
beaded door to go into the nutties.
Yeah, section.
You try to sneak in there, and everything you buy from there, they put in one of those black seal bags.
Yeah, but also you try to sneak in there, and then their curtain goes. as you walk through it, like alerts everybody in the store, like they're gonna be looking at porn.
When you had to be brave. to watch porn.
Why is that kid going in
You
there?
had
He'd
to
probably
stare
reach in
somebody
the
in
end
the
of
eyes.
Right, like I'll take this.
No, we would go in the back dumpster behind Classic.
Backdoor babies.
The
Yeah.
dumpster, they throw like where they throw like the inserts for all the like
Yeah,
VHSs and
yeah.
shit away on there.
Yep, and there was
Oh,
always
that's
porn.
Porn in there, man. Yeah.
I remember I found one in there called "Put It in the Rear Deer." I remember that's another thing, but it was right there. And I was like, "Oh god, there it is." Okay. It was probably shortly after I had my first boner. Who knows?
Title of this episode is just going to be classic video games and vintage porn. We found our stride. It took us a minute, but we got there today. What's up, guys?
I found what tickled everybody's.
That really speaks to the character of everybody in this room, just so we're clear.
Just a bunch of.
We've all been back
A
in that
bunch
room.
of degenerates.
I gotta be honest.
Yeah.
I'm still embarrassed to go in those places. As an adult, I'm like, oh god.
You know, there's people watching and stuff. I mean, I've been to like porn shops to buy like lube and like condoms and stuff like that. But man, even when you walk in there, like they're judging you.
Oh,
So
yeah.
the-
Wouldn't you? But wouldn't you? Listen,
I would definitely.
we've talked a lot. I know
Literally,
you're a
like-
lot like I am. We would be some judgy
We
motherfuckers.
would. I'd be like, with a smile on my face, I'd just be thinking in my head, look at this Neanderthal. Who needs a 12-inch dildo?
The first time I
Question
had
is, who
ever,
doesn't? Okay.
right. What was I thinking?
the first time I had ever gone into Dr. John's when I was old enough to do so, they have those big glass windows you can see into the street.
Yeah.
Well, I'm like nervous as fuck, like I was, young, new, prude, walking through there, and then one of my friends is outside and they see me and they're banging on the glass and waving, and I'm like, that's something you just don't do. Like, I'm already nervous and like embarrassed to be here.
Mom or
Like, please
something
don't get my
like that,
attention.
And now the public can see you buying your cricket vibrator. Oh, we know what she's into.
You go there for bachelorette party stuff.
Oh, so she went there with her mom. I was like, what
Yeah,
the
went there
fuck?
with my mom, my sister, a whole girls.
At
You just
Dr.
go
John's?
to Dr.
Yeah, I was
John's.
like, wait
Yeah.
a second. Just like a girl's day out with you and your mom?
You need lingerie.
Well, to me, that's weird. Than like me and my buddy went over to Dr.
True story, true story. It might be weird for you to go to Dr. John's with your mom,
And
but it's
it
definitely
still
not
doesn't
weird
sound as
for
bad
a
as me and
woman.
my dad went to Dr. John's.
Exactly.
So the mom-daughter thing is just apparently acceptable.
We have a peculiar relationship.
Wouldn't be fucking caught dead going to that place with my dad. No. Hell no.
I'm embarrassed to go in there with my wife.
I remember going into one. It was back when we were still living in Illinois, and we were in there. She was asking questions. I'm like, I don't know. Just grumbling as I walk over there. I just feel fucking everybody's judging me. There's nobody in the store except the attendant.
The
who's flipping
mannequins.
through.
There's never.
They're looking at me.
Judging like, man, they're mean.
Jesus is judging.
Yeah, right.
That's what you go
Peeping
to.
around the corner, like, I see you in there.
It's like, geez, what are you doing?
Just so you know, I didn't make those.
Yeah, those were nice put here by me. I can't believe this is the direction we went. Actually, I can. I can. The more I think about it, and it didn't take long.
But like she said, it speaks to the character of the people.
Oh,
in
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and ain't nothing wrong with any one of us. That's for
Alan's
damn
the
sure.
only one going to be scarred after all this.
That's right.
Oh.
That's right.
Put some hair on the chest.
Yeah.
Get your fuzz on your peaches. See,
There you go.
puzz on your peaches.
Buzz on your peaches.
I can't
I'm
English, man.
surprised you have a job in radio.
You know, according to some, I
Yeah.
might only have the opportunity to have a career.
True.
It was okay. This was funny. It was meant as a compliment. It really was, but it was just kind of funny. So I was at the radio station doing my thing, and then Darren comes in. Good guy. Been doing the radio thing for a long time. He looks at me and goes, "You know, I was listening to the Dirt Track Hour. You did a little bit of it the other day. You know what? You might have a job in radio." Or,
And you're like, what
sorry,
the fuck?
a career. Because you might have a career in radio, and I'm like, thanks, Darren. I appreciate that. Because it's like, is that okay.
Like, hold on,
it
am I
is
getting
Darren.
fired? Do you know something I don't know?
Yeah,
Like, you
right.
might. Hang on now.
Like, if Alan would have said that, I'd been like, you're a dick.
And I would have expected you to tell me that.
Right?
But when it's Darren, you're like, I know what he meant.
Yeah.
He's Darren. But it was just kind of funny because I'm just looking around. And right in front of him, I'm doing this. Like, where do you think we're having this conversation? But it was just really cool. But yeah, I've also been told I have a face for radio, which I do, in fact, believe. Some of my friends, as soon as I got into radio, that was the first thing. You're on the radio?
Friends are just the best,
Boom.
aren't they?
You get like 5 of those texts in the first 2 hours of me announcing I have the job. They've always been good. Man, this has been fun.
Yeah.
I appreciate you guys doing it. You guys are hilarious people.
Thanks.
For sure.
We appreciate you inviting us down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Love it.
Even before the pop punk guys. They've crashed it, but they've never been official guests. Not as a whole.
Nice.
They're giving me shit for it, but it's okay.
That they haven't been guests yet?
Yes.
Ah.
Yeah.
I
It'll be
see.
Justin that yells at me. Maybe Keith.
Yeah.
Maybe Keith.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you know, Todd's back, and he likes to complain, too, so
Yeah, I really don't know Todd all that well, so
that's fair.
I don't feel like I need to give him any jabs.
Yeah.
Not yet, at
He's a
least,
pretty good
right?
guy.
You gotta
Yeah.
learn it first.
He's a
huh?
pretty good guy for
Yeah.
now.
I know him well enough that I can
Okay.
make that joke.
Yeah, I gotta make sure I know him before I start digging in. That causes problems. So he doesn't say much.
Yeah.
No, he's definitely the quiet type.
I love the fact that he's just been sitting there strumming on that guitar the entire time we've been doing
Every
this.
time we practice, that's all this dude does, and that's how we write all of our songs. He sits there and he just starts playing around with stuff, and then if I hear something I like, I'm like, "Hey, what was that?" And then like everybody just kind of falls. And our bass player, he just kind of follows whatever he does, and then like our drummer, you know, he does the same thing, but he has this, you know, drums are percussion completely different from the strings and stuff. But man, he always does that shit. And then that's how we wrote all of our songs. You just start jamming around with something. We're like, well, I like the way that sounds. And then you just kind of just like whatever and start going into it more. And then I just start putting, you know, like a cadence to it and maybe 2 or 3 lyrics just to start it all. And that kind of starts the idea of the song. And then it just kind of grows from there.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And we're going to definitely get into more of that next week when we have all of you guys here
Yeah.
as the sole guest.
Yeah.
So definitely, we appreciate you guys being able to come in here today to be the musical part of it.
Sure.
And then, you know, again, dedicate another Saturday afternoon next week because that's awesome. We appreciate
We
it.
appreciate it too, you know, getting us in here because any little bit helps regardless, you know. It's awesome.
I'm just glad we can do it, man. Like, again, to Park Hills Underground for giving us the studio, giving us the access when nobody else is here. It's awesome for the, you know, the trust level that Jason and everybody's got with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm just glad that we can be a part of the awesome music community that we got down here for sure.
Hell yeah, man.
So, again, we've had the Tippy Jo Show, all 4 of them here, or,
Yeah.
you know, 3 and Brett.
That's how it goes. Google guy.
The Google guy and the video guy. He's actually important. He's not just
yeah,
Brett.
I
yeah.
guess so.
Yes, Brett, you are important.
So we are going to have 2 pieces of Bigfoot band play for us this afternoon. Again, thank you guys for coming. Alan, thanks for doing what you do every week. You guys, thanks for being here and doing this. Again, to our sponsors, let's see if I can do it without the list. Park Hills Underground Radio, KL Media and Entertainment, Smoke Till Valhalla, Craigwood Shelter Insurance, and the Artist United Network. Thank you all. We really appreciate all the support. Now we're going to get it set up so they can start playing some music.
Hell yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. I'm just taking a quick minute here.
Ow.
Yeah, it does.
Might be these.
Check.
You're just pushing it so hot. Now you can't hear yourself, but
We're just taking a quick minute. Caleb had to check on his kid. The Tippy Jo crew is getting out of here. Thank you for sitting tight with us. We'll have them up here in just a moment. Thanks for sitting tight. We're going to be getting it going here in just a few. Got the tutus back on. Tutus. Ooh, it's feeding back pretty good.
guys.
I don't know. I got in a hole. I didn't mean to. One. Oh, I thought there was another chair.
Go up a little bit on that. Still seems really quiet.
He's not plugged into anything. No. He's going to pick it up through mic.
Alright. I'll just turn this to the side and then we'll just get all room, like, get it all from the room.
Weirdo.
Jump back, I get stacked. You're gonna give me a heart attack. You cut loose, a gray goose. You party hard enough, you're gonna tie a noose around the neck of yours. Turned around like a revolving door. Pull the trigger, fire pin. You're outnumbered, no way to win. Today, we need to settle down. Someday, we gotta stop messing around. Today, need to settle down. Someday before we die, we gotta stop fooling around, yeah. Well, a head rush, you got a crush. Stop looking cause you're making me blush. I need you to want me to do to you whatever I please. And now you've walked this line, I guaranteed at least a dozen times. I bet you're feeling pretty dizzy now. It feels like you got turned around. Today, I need to settle down. Someday, we gotta stop messing around. Today, need to settle down. Someday, before we die, we gotta stop fooling around. Yeah. Today, need to settle down. Someday, we gotta stop messing around. Today, need to settle down. Someday, before we die, we gotta stop fooling around. Today, need to settle down. Someday, before we die, we gotta stop fooling around. Today, we need to settle down. Someday, we gotta stop messing around. Today.
Thank you guys. That one was called Fooling Around. It's not recorded yet, but it's getting there. This next one we'll do for you is called Good About It Yesterday. It's one of our first originals. I'm proud to say I wrote this song, so.
I stayed up late as hell last night. I couldn't find words, so I decided to write. I fell on a sliver of paper and left it here so you would find it later. It said goodbye to yesterday. It said a goodbye to yesterday. It said I'm well on my way to saying goodbye to yesterday. The sunlight shined on her eyes. It woke her up from the dead of the night, only to find herself alone. She stumbled upon the letter I had wrote. It said goodbye to yesterday. It said a goodbye to yesterday. It said I'm well on my way to saying goodbye to yesterday. Said goodbye to yesterday. Said a goodbye to yesterday. Said I'm well on my way. Saying goodbye to yesterday.
man. You guys are awesome.
Thanks, man.
So good.
All right, super great. Appreciate you guys doing it.
Oh, yeah, man. Thank you.
Again, we'll have you back next week. Do it again at 4:30.
Yeah, we'll be here, man.
Get to actually talk about like the band, what you guys got going on, more in depth, what you went through to get to where you're at, all that good stuff.
Yeah, for sure. For the things I couldn't think of today, since he doesn't have an input. We got the other guys. They probably remember a lot more than I do, so it'll help out a lot.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good week.
It'll make us seem like we're a real band.
All right. Well, we're definitely looking forward to next week. Thank you guys again for being here. Tippy Jo team, you guys are the best. Thank you for coming. You guys, we'll see you next week.
Absolutely. Thanks, man.